But the truth is, I'm really in pursuit of greatness. I know people don't usually talk like that, but I want to be one of the greats. I'm inspired by the greats. I'm inspired by the greats here tonight. I'm as inspired by Daniel Day-Lewis, Marlon Brando, and Viola Davis as I am by Michael Jordan and Michael Phelps, and I want to be up there. So I'm deeply grateful to that. This doesn't signify that, but it's a little more fuel, it's a little more ammo to keep going.
Years, and it finally will pay off. If you work extremely hard at whatever you got going on, something that you love to do, I swear to God, your life will change. It takes one whole year to see crazy improvement. I remember a year ago today, I was struggling, bro. I was struggling, but I was still in a really good spot, but I was struggling mentally because I wanted to get to that next step. I was like, I know I'm meant to be something great, and I really manifested everything that I got going on. That My Art Project song that you guys have listened to that I made, it was in 2019. I knew I was gonna fucking blow up. I just knew I was. Everyone around me, I would tell my friends I was gonna do it. People would look at me like I'm crazy. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, your parents might be the hardest people in your life that you gotta convince. So unfortunately, if you're living under the roof and you're still taking their money and you're still eating their food, you gotta listen to them. You gotta either get a 9-to-5 job on the side, you gotta go to college, you gotta listen to them, bro. You gotta respect your parents, you have to. However, once you start getting that leverage to where you can be like, yo, mom, dad, look, fuck off for a little bit. Let me grind at what I got going on right now. This is something special and great. Don't ever fucking let somebody let you down. Don't ever let somebody tell you you cannot be something, bro. I'm telling you, bro, you guys are all amazing.
People, instead of focusing on the input, which is what they control, they focus on the output.
This is a very good general sort of phrase to live by. Keep moving forward. Of course, yeah, just keep pushing. It's like the myth of Sisyphus pushing the boulder up the mountain, which seems to be a very popular image online. But the reality for most people is that as you're pushing, you're thinking about the fact that you're pushing the boulder. But the person who pushes the boulder and doesn't think that they're pushing the boulder and is just focused on, getting that boulder 1 centimeter higher up the mountain is the one that far outperforms everyone else.
You have nothing to lose, absolutely nothing, and you have everything to gain, especially because young arts is a facilitator of the arts. And the best thing, in my humble opinion, at 17 years old and as a very, very young artist, what I've learned is that the best thing you can do is just fail, is to really just fall flat on your face. So if anything, if you get rejected, if you don't even get an honorable mention or any of that crap, that's more juice for your art, that's more inspiration. It's awesome to be on a great TV show and all this stuff, but the best is like when I can get up in front of a class like today and do a monologue or something that kind of just falls flat and nobody really gets and the comedy doesn't hit. That's like where it's like where you can go back to the drawing room and you're really humbled and you can really figure stuff out again. So like I said, nothing to lose and all of this to gain.
So are you going to be expending your life force focusing on somebody else's life, dreams, ambitions, problems? I don't give a fuck about what anybody else is doing. How hard is it to understand? I don't watch people's stories on Instagram. I don't give a damn. I don't care about anybody's fucking pancake at the souffle shop and whatever, dude. I don't give a damn. I'm living my own reality. Stop being a depressed piece of shit. It's a choice. And if you don't think it's a choice, so be it. It's not a choice. And that's how you'll live your life, like an accident.
If you don't make it this year, and what I mean by make it is if you don't set a foundation and a schedule and a routine for yourself, you're done. The world's getting harder. There's a lot more distractions, a lot of fucking shittier things going on in the world. You gotta make it this year. You gotta get your mind right. When I mean make it, I mean get your mind right. Make your mind right? So that's what I mean this year. It's a very, very big year and a very important year. And I'm telling you, bro, take this shit really seriously. I don't give a fuck how old you are, bro. Y'all could spam your ages right now. Be serious for once. I don't give a fuck how old you are. Start now. Start now. Because guess what? When this shit hits you like the fan, you're gonna be like, damn, I wish in 2024 I went crazy. I wish in 2024 I really started from this jump and just, bro, it's 1 year of your life, bro. It's 365 days. It's not even that bad. A lot can change in a year. But the best thing that can change for you is yourself. You gotta be selfish this year for yourself. This year is for you. It's to work really hard. It's work ethic year. Show everyone that you have the hardest work ethic ever. You have 24 hours in a day. Scheduleize yourself into X goes here, X goes here, X goes here, X goes here. and get the shit out of your, and get the shit going.
I don't know about you, but like I was like pretty open with like what I wanted to do. Like I don't know if you were like running around telling people like I want to stream. That's kind of how I was. And like I remember, bro, there was a day, it was my senior year, and I was like on the cusp of not graduating because I had to recover a credit because I failed Algebra 2 my junior year. So I was in credit recovery, I was barely passing. And I sat down with our guidance counselor, and she literally told me like, she literally was like, you are basically like delusional.
There's only one way, one direction. If you're at the bottom, there's only one way, but you got to look up. And when you look up, there's somebody there waiting for you. His name is G.O.D. And he's there with a hand, reaching out, waiting for you to take control of your life.
That's what it is. Somewhere a long time ago, I needed somebody and they didn't do it. And so I decided at that point, I guess, I don't need you. The only person I need is me.
If I disappear, like, who cares? Nobody cares, man. Seriously. Yo, and that's okay. That's life.
Because either I'm going to get rich or I'm going to die in the process. And this is what I'm going to call it right.